scared to admit it. Get 6 for a show, I'm handling business. LA for a month, get away from the city. Sipping this syrup, I'ma need a new kitty. Just tell me where it's at, I'm going to get it. Ever I say she on it. New Range Rover, she on it. Don't do no, she on it. Running out of space for the back of her car. Running through tricks every day, no fraud.
Oh, get it. Hey, look, bitch, you messy. I kick shit like Missy. I want neck like necklace. You talk too much, you reckless. Finna run to the church like Mace. I'm real irate. And at this rate, hold up, wait. Money caller gotta go. You broke, that's a bad joke. Stick a thumb in the asshole. Young Key, I'm an asshole. Fashion runway. Hey, mama dressing like Sunday. Any Sunday. Rick Ross gunplay. Bullshit. 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 Hey, bullshit. Bullshit. Hey, bullshit. Bullshit. Frank White. Al Capone. Local manager at your local store. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. You're fired. I like the sound of that. You're hired. UPS package handling. Hey, Kyrie Irving handling. Damian Lillard handling. Stephen Curry handling. You got them past the handling. Soon like a head man. But I'm the boss bitch. My bitch, she the boss bitch. I knock it out quick. Hey, niggas gotta honor that. Nigga, I'm the quarterback. Nigga, you the running back. Take the pack and run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Bullshit. 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 Hey, bullshit. Bullshit. Hey, bullshit. Bullshit.
Your bitch for a party with Cardi. Cardi a body in a Rari. Diamonds all over my body. Shining all over my body. Cardi got your bitch on Molly. Bitch, you ain't gang, you lame. Billy truck laying a lane. Blow out the brain. I want insane. I drop a chick on the chain. Pick up a chick. Ready to get made, you upset. Cardi got rich, they upset. Ready put the pussy on offset. Cardi be brain on offset. Ready to get made, you upset. Cardi got rich, they upset. Ready put the pussy on offset. Cardi be brain on offset. Who got this motherfucker started? God, who took your bitch at the party? God, I took your bitch in the party. God, who that be bad to Martian? God, who that don't pick in the gut? God, who got the bricks in the truck? God, then I'm gon' hit like a bitch on a bitchy ass bitch. Bitch, you a wanna be caught. Hey, but I'm MJ, moonwalk on a bitch. Moonwalking through your clique. I'm moonwalking in the six. 50 with the kick. Moonwalks in this bitch. I feel the motherfucking Bronx. I keep the pump in the trunk. Bitch, you bad to jump. Might leave your bitch in the slump.
My nigga. Chill.
Your bitch for a party with Cardi. Cardi a body in a Rari. Diamonds all over my body. Shining all over my body. Cardi got your bitch on Molly. Bitch, you ain't gang, you lame. Billy truck laying a lane. Blow out the brain. I want insane. I drop a chick on the chain. Pick up a chick in the. Ready to get made, you upset. Cardi got rich, they upset. Ready put the pussy on offset. Cardi be brain on offset. Ready to get made, you upset. Cardi got rich, they upset. Ready put the pussy on offset. Cardi be brain on offset.
Your bitch wanna party with a savage. Stand up on savage in the ass. High-end cars and fashion. I don't eat pussy, I'm fast. I'm a blood, my brother crippin'. Bitch, I'm drippin'. Oh, you trippin'. Told the waitress I ain't tippin'. I like hot sauce on my chick. Oh, God. I put a rubber off and I put hot sauce on her tit. I'm in a Bentley truck. She keep on sucking like it's tinted. All these VVS's, nigga, my spine working. Bitch so bad, I popped a molly for a hit.
Your bitch want party with Cardi. Cardi a body in a Rari. Diamonds all over my body. Shining all over my body. Cardi got your bitch on Molly. Bitch, you ain't gang, you lame. Billy truck laying a lane. Blow out the brain. I want insane.
Hold on. Speed it up. Hold on.
Run that back, turbo.
Speed it up. Speed it up. Eat it up. Eat it up. Eat it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. Hold on. 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 Speed it up. Speed it up. Scotty. Hottie. Scotty too hottie. Charlie. Wallet. Cheddar. Got it. Got cheddar, ain't got it. Good brain. College. Good brain. Her frame. Body. Her frame. Musain. Body. My plane. Private. Can't stop it up. Speed it up. Eat it up. Eat it up. Eat it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. Hold on. 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 Speed it up. Speed it up. Gottlieb, baby, Katie, cool, Mercedes, Weezy, wavy, eyes lazy. My life is crazy.
This morning,
Crazy.
I had a
pride.
moment. I went to sleep last night with no bitch, nigga. I was alone. I've been woke this morning. I had a moment. I went to sleep last night with no bitch, nigga. I was alone. I've been going through shit, losing bitches and homies. If I don't make it with this rap shit, nigga, I might be homeless. My mom's don't got a job, my pops checks ain't enough. If I ain't bringing home that money, my whole family is fucked. That's why I move like the mob. I'm watching movies too much. If niggas wanted you dead, what would you suggest? They wonder why I do drugs and hang with thugs. Since I made it, the city hated. Wait, where is the love? I ride around with my gun. This is not for fun. I stay protected cause my homie just took one to the lung. Had him on life support. With his family support. He knew who shot him, but he ain't even show up in court. Yeah, that's a real G, nigga. He on a kill spree, nigga. The homie popped him, so I hope he don't kill me, nigga. This why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. This why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. This why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. I be going through some things, you don't know what I be thinking. This what I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. This what I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. This what I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. I be going through some things, you don't know what I be thinking. Now I'm riding through traffic with Tupac blasting. Where the bitches irritating from all these questions she asked it. Like what bitches I fucked, when, how, and where. You ain't my main bitch, so why the fuck do you care? That's why bitches get fucked and turn around and get left. Somebody need to teach them less talk, more sex. I press when I'm stressed. My granny tell me I'm blessed. But why the fuck do Jesus Christ got me going through this shit? Everybody need favors. What happen if I go broke? Or say I ain't got it and buy my Lolos for spokes. Right up in your face, said I fuck you up like some mace. So fuck your hand out, give a young nigga some space. Give a nigga some ace, give me a blunt that's lace. Sprinkle some Miley in it, watch me take this shit to my face. The snitch is the shooter, they took time away from his case. Heard this shit, oh Lord, where is the world today? That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. I be going through some things, you don't know what I be thinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. That's why I really be smoking, and I really be drinking. I be going through some things, you don't know what I be thinking. I swear to
And now I got money, I got results, and I am some.
She's in love with who I am. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance. Now I hit the FBO with duffels in my hands. I did half a Zan, 13 hours till I land. Had me out like a light, 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 like a light. Yeah, Pastor Dawson Selly's in the Texas and in Christ. Yeah, he said keep that on like I say, you know this shit is tight. Yeah, it's absolute. Yeah, I'm back with Boo. It's La Ferrari.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome back to the OG radio show.
It's your girl, Mishon CJ,
It's CJ.
and it's another beautiful sunny day. It is July.
Definitely sunny.
Yes, we are still in July, yo. I'm still glad the summer's going slow, at least to me. It's not going too fast, you know.
Summer normally speeds up after my birthday. I know that for sure. It's fast for me.
Thinking about it too much. You thinking about it. Excuse me, y'all. I know y'all could tell I'm a little nasally because, you know, even in summer, the allergies kicking my ass.
Yo,
So
you got all the herbs. We need the allergy herbs.
Yeah, you know what? Hold up. Breaking news. OG Radio. Let's discuss why everyone has been getting sick within the past week. Even the vaccinated people. I don't get it.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on
Why
that
is
one.
everyone been getting sick? I heard it through Twitter. I heard it on Twitter. I heard it on Instagram. I heard through the grapevine.
It might be the Delta variant. She's talking about just this slight spike in cases that's been coming up.
I won't say cases. I'm just saying I just heard, you know, through word of community. You know, a lot of people have been catching this little cold in the summertime, and I'm like, okay, this cold, whatever this little cold is, or people say then their allergies have been flaring up, or whatever the case may be. Yes, get double down on these herb products. I'm about to name them for you right here on OG Radio. You got your notebook ready? You got your pen and pad ready?
Keep that stuff to yourself. That's all I got to say. But listen up for the herbs too.
Get your pen and pad ready. Take some notes. So we got the first one, oil of oregano. Second one, echinacea. These are all liquid extractions. Third one, olive leaf extract. Fourth, no, not even extract. Double down on that garlic. Double down on your onions. Double down on the greens. You know,
All I do is ginger. That's all I can.
that too.
Ginger
That
root.
too. Forgot about that. Yeah, because you know that is a herb,
Yes,
but
lemon root and
technically,
ginger.
yeah,
I
that
mean ginger root and lemon. I say lemon root.
the shots. I don't know who in the DMV does the shots with the ginger and the lime and the cayenne, but y'all DM me please, because we need that here in this studio.
You can get them in the store too.
I don't know where to find that, bro.
They got them in Lidl, Atlanta.
I never shopped there.
That's why.
I never shopped there, bro. That's so
Lidl,
sad.
Atlanta, and Trader Joe's, your non-conventional grocery store places, will have shots. They have ginger shots, apple cider shots. Yes, Moms as well too.
Yes, love that
Moms
store.
is on the pricey side. I get
Yes.
the economic stuff, but yeah, Moms is on the pricey side. But yeah, Lidl, all the Lidls, Audis, they be running out. Some of them don't really have them. So Lidl and
Where do
Trader
you go?
Joe's.
What area? What section in the store?
You gotta walk around. It's random. Like they one of those like, oh, they save money because they just put the stuff out in the boxes and you gotta go get it yourself.
What the?
Yeah,
Alright.
you gotta go out. Just go to the refrigerated parts, like on the outskirts of the store.
Okay, and before I do that, I would also like to give the viewers or any of the black-owned businesses that do the shots and juices
Yes.
an opportunity to send us or text us the
Slide in the
businesses.
DM.
Please send them our way. We could promote them on the show too.
Most definitely.
Also, double down on your elderberry, y'all. That is.
Oh yeah, how did I forget that?
huge.
Yes.
Huge. And the sea moss and all of that. But we shouldn't just do it because it's a trend. You should really take notes on how it affects your body, how it benefits your body, you know?
I like how you ended with that because you ended with the trendy stuff because you gave them the real stuff in the beginning.
Because that's kind of like what's been going on. And, you know, people want to be like, they either want to see it to believe it or they think it's a scam or something. You know, people don't always, you know, and I noticed this too, because now that that's been like a trend, you go online and you look at websites and you see a lot of black this, black that. I don't know if they're really black-owned people at this point, since they're just fucking putting
Since you brought
black
it up,
in front of everything.
Since you brought it up, Instagram actually added the new feature where you can put black owned in the bio now. Not put it, but like there's a selection. You can have it labeled as black owned now and in the bio. Yeah, it's on
Wow.
there.
No, I didn't know that.
It'll
either.
say black owned business. You don't have to type it in. It'll just be up there. Black
Okay.
owned business. You can identify yourself now.
We are officially about to start shopping from social media now because Google is no longer trustworthy.
Why
It's
not?
like these websites that just have black this, black that in
Oh.
front of it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta see your resume. I gotta see the receipts now.
I gotta see the
show the
reviews.
receipts.
Oh, I heard they be posting fake reviews too. That should be crazy. So it's
Yeah.
like shit's just so untrustworthy. I don't know what
Don't
to do.
don't blame Google. That's people hacking not hacking. Like, yo, go on Google because it's a public joint. Go in there and write my review for me. Like, yo,
No,
go
I
write
see
this.
that. I do see
Instagram, you
that.
can't do that. I mean, you can, but like Instagram is pictures. You gotta show me. You can't just say, "Oh, I bought such and such." Like, no, let me see it. It's on Instagram.
Yeah.
You gotta show it. Show your work.
And one thing that's been blowing me though is how like I don't knock people's hustle, but like other people that have no educational background on the sorts
It's that topic.
of like, you know, biology, chemistry. If you really didn't put the time to learn about how a female's body works or a male's body, or even took the time to learn your patient's routines, their eating routines, their living routines, they just want to make the money. I remember a year ago from today, I got into this huge social media beef, and I'm so glad I got this platform to talk about it.
Oh, I remember that.
That joke was crazy.
Let her go talk about
That
it.
joke was crazy. That joke was
If
crazy.
we got time.
And the crazy thing is, I don't have any beef against no one, for real. Like, I admire people's hustle. This girl was already hustling through multiple revenues, you know what I'm saying? I still admire her hustle to this day. But she decided, and just like other few girls, other few women, decided to come out with a brand that sells pills for your vagina. So, yeah, they sell pills for your vagina. And it's like made out of like some type of boric acid, the same chemical that's used in fire extinguishers to put out fires, the same chemical that's used to kill bugs. I mean, if you ingest it, you will die most likely. Like, it's crazy. But they were selling these pills and all these sprays for your down there area. When I'm just like, you know, you are here for the coin, and I see it, but I'm not trying to see my women hurt, and I'm not trying to see them get fucked up, get any type of cancer or any type of long-term damage from your quick coin that you're gonna spend on some stupid shit. Or I understand you got a family too, but still, I'm not gonna like. So all I was doing was educating, you know, going on Instagram, trying to be like, beware, y'all, be fucking aware out here, because you really need to seek professionals for that type of shit.
I'll say this to tie it all back in, like, yo, we really need to protect the brand of black-owned business, because black-owned, the reason it got the start is because we supported black businesses, because they supported us. Not just support, like, yo, like they made products specifically for us. That's where it all started, or the hype came from.
Right.
So we have no place in the black community. I'm not going to hold you for black businesses to start taking on the same practices and techniques of the other non-black businesses. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Like, cause that was the whole purpose. Was that not the whole purpose?
That was the most perfect way to put it without any harm intended.
Yeah, and that's what I think. Like, it's no harm, no foul. It's like, yo,
none.
The whole black business wave started because, like, yo, we know that these businesses are here for us all the way through, from the health aspects. They're not gonna sell us nothing just to make no money, or they're not gonna put us in harm's way for no money.
Yeah.
So you have a duty as a black-owned business. Like I said, Instagram got that tag now. Don't just be doing it for the hype. Actually be about the cause, because that's really what it's for.
Not even the hype, but the coin too. Like, at the end of the day, we don't take this money with us when we die, bruh. It's really important to really know what you're doing for your community. Don't fuck us over at the end of the day. Like, that's the biggest principle I'm trying to make. And long story short, do your research and do your education. We are not all eating the same things. We're not all living the same. Like, we don't even go to sleep at the same time, bruh.
Yo, you tune in to OG Radio. We're gonna beat that into your head. Do your own research. Don't take none of the stuff we say up here. Whatever. Like, do your own. We ain't here to tell you nothing. I ain't say be like me. She ain't telling you be like her. You gonna get that. So
could never.
Do your own research.
Could never. It's like, nah. Y'all be yourselves. That's the best person to be. We're going to take a commercial break and introduce this wonderful guest of ours when we come back, man. So excited to have this guest in the building.
Most definitely.
my level, watch this, no tick. Yeah, I'm the nigga, gang rap, Xmas, smoke shots, I deliver, faded, Vegas, might sponsor the killer, shake it, break it, hot for the winner, drop it, cop it, eyes locked on your inner object, rock it, blast, blast, new beginnings, lovely, pinky, how not, I remember fiending, Gimme some. Freak the freckles off your face. Frenchy freaking swapping tongues. Click my link and stretch your buns. Lose your dental, make it numb. Blow it, baby, no Saddam. Icky. Fucking in the car service. Thank you for the carpool. Chromosome thoughtful. Probably off of narco and gas, not the arco. Poppin' since the intro. You shopping from the window. Play my favorite tempo. Luxury. Chitty ching ching, could buy anything, cop that, collard greens, 3 degrees low, make it hot for me, drop that, damn, yeah, shit, chin shoes, smoke this, yeah, with the shit, ayy, down with the shit, yeah, down with the shit.
I see you, big bro. I'ma kill these niggas, man. Yeah.
Straight off the block with it. Eagle Street to be specific. I'm peeping at you, people different. I pay my dues, you keep the difference. I can see the end in the beginning, so I'm not racing, I'm just sprinting. Cause I don't wanna finish, they diminish, I replenish. Scientific, I'm out this world, ho. I wear bright red, like a girl toe. No homo, fingernails dirty. I've been counting dirty money since 12:30 a.m. Weigh them, if they short, take them right back and spray him, amen. Yeah, I just do my Wayne, and every time I do it, I do my thing. Yeah, believe that, like a true story. Rims big, make the car look like it's 2 stories. If I hop out, that'd be suicide. No back seats, call that paralyzed. I don't have a spine, I don't fantasize. I mastermind, then go after mine. You see, I handle mine, I dismantle mine. I told her toolbox, bitches hammer time. So excuse me as I nail him, test him, fail him, just repel him. I'ma kill him, someone tell him I'ma kill him. I'ma fill him up, his mama can't tell him, and the doctors can't heal him. I'ma kill him, and we sell him. I know you smell him. If you want it, you can just yell in the beat in the morning at your tenant. Home keys go for 20, have a key go for 11. After me there will be nothing. I am legend, and I will Smith. Now that's how you let the beat build, bitch. That's how you let the beat build, bitch. Now that's how you let the beat build, bitch. Let the beat build, bitch. And the beat go boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. It go boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Now say.
Ooh, is it you saucy?
welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back.
And we got our special guest in the building. Guest, introduce yourself.
Yeah, Peter from the Out of the Berg podcast.
Welcome, Peter.
Welcome.
My bad. Yeah, I'm Peter from the Out of the Berg podcast. I'm from Richmond, Virginia.
AVA.
Been around the world. But
Hey.
Yeah, been to Ghana, London,
Yes.
different places, and right now I'm living in Springfield. But yeah, I'm chilling, man.
We're glad to have you here with us today, man.
Cool.
That's actually very now my questions have definitely changed now since you gave me that little spiel about yourself.
We definitely got our first podcast on the show. This is the first, right? No. Oh, does Greg count?
There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
Right.
We got a lot of creatives in the building, but we definitely want to let you tell the audience about your show as well, your podcast show.
Yeah, so our show started back November 2019. Me and my friend Chris, Avery, Gerard, we started it in my apartment in Alexandria. Yeah.
So tell them the name. Don't forget the name.
Out of the Berg podcast.
Out of the Berg.
podcast.
And I want to know where you got that name from too.
So the funny story, like we were supposed to do this months before. So we met a couple of times, and we were like, the idea came like with us being in a group chat, like his friends is talking, and we hadn't seen each other in months. So we went bowling, and then we were at B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings, had a long conversation, and it was like, okay, let's do a podcast. And then we were like, what we gonna name it? And they were like, and Gerard was like, yo, Out of the Berg. We out of the Berg. We like, we're adults now. Like, we got stuff to talk about. It's adulting and life after college. So that's how the name Out of the Berg came about. And yeah, like I said, we started in November 2019. Yeah, so.
Oh, right. Now that's lit.
Very similar to our little origins. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah,
we did a lot of that too. So would you say so that's 2019. That's pre-pandemic. So how did the pandemic affect the podcast?
Ooh, yeah. Pandemic. So what's the crazy? Pandemic did a lot to us. So we were about 10 episodes in, and I remember it was like, was it February? We was shooting it, doing our thing. Our numbers were actually great, and then the pandemic was like. It was this one day where just everything just went hectic. I forgot the day. It was just this one day everything you couldn't get water, nothing, and they were supposed to come to my house that weekend, and I was like, bro, I don't even got water in my house. I don't know if y'all could come to my house. Yeah. So when the pandemic came, we had one episode. Actually, that one episode we put out the day before Kobe passed. Mm-hmm. So we held that, and then we dropped it, and then we took a month off. And within that month, me and my friend Chris, we were talking. We didn't know what to do because, like, it's like you come to my house, like we didn't know anything about Zoom. Zoom was something new, and what's the other one? I forgot the other one we used, but we used a different platform.
Was it WebEx?
Not WebEx. It was it's the one that they use for the video game. I slipped my
Twitch.
mind.
No, not
Twitch.
Twitch.
It wasn't Twitch. It was an audio app, but we used that for like 2-3 episodes. The Discord. Yep, it was Discord. So we used Discord for about 2-3 episodes, and it wasn't good. Yeah, it wasn't good. And then our numbers coming back because we didn't really know how to use social media at the time. Yeah. And with the people had so much they were doing. Yeah. In the house, they're in the house now, so they got other things to watch. So our numbers were just down. Everything was down. But I think as we adjusted, we just kept going, putting out content, and one of the members, Gerard, he stepped away because the pandemic had a lot, took a toll on him, so he took a back seat. It made us more creative. It made us step into our bag. Like when he decided to step away, I was like, okay, let me create some segments. Let me do a bozo of the week or this or that. Like pick between two options you like different things just to make the show more intriguing and get people to come in. So I think the pandemic, although it kind of pummeled us, it also brought out our creativity. So
yeah, I asked that because I was like, yo, like the pandemic, a lot of podcasts popped up during the pandemic. Yeah. And a lot of people was increased their viewership. That's why I got into it.
Yep.
What are most of the topics like y'all like to touch bases on?
Oh, so at first we would just get like 2-3 topics. This is pre-pandemic and then talk. So at first it was a lot of adulting, like how to adjust after college.
Yeah.
Paying bills and all of that important stuff for people to know. But as we were going along, there's so much you could talk about that. Like, it's so much you could get to that. So we decided to just make it general topics. So we talked about what Black Lives Matter. I remember when George Floyd passed.
Yeah.
Speaking on that, like different things, colorism, just a bunch of things that affect black people. And then we also speak on like pop culture stuff, like with stuff about music, Drake, J. Cole, all that. So just a variety of things.
Okay. Do you relate it back to the Berg? Like, is there like a single thing that you all guys always bring it back to?
I think at first we did, but I think now the way the show is structured, we just like to have our own point of views. At first it was like, oh, it should be about adulting. But I think as we grew, we're like, okay, either you have this role, Chris, you got this role, Avery, you got that role, Shamar, who's our new guy. Yeah. He's moving to Georgia, shout out to Shamar. But he comes on there to kind of be my adversary, kind of like a Stephen A. Smith and skipping like that type of stuff. Yeah. So we're just trying to make a show that's kind of like just creative and comedy and just a bunch of different things.
Okay. Well, I want to give the audience a chance to see the podcast. So we're about to take a quick commercial break.
As you see, there's 4 of us. We got Chris, Avery, and the new guy who's making his debut. What's good, Shamar?
What's going on? Fantastic. We finally got another entry.
Yeah. When I put up the video of the Derek Jackson Bozo of the Weekend, the intro, it's up to like over 100 views.
Oh.
Yeah, 100 views plus. That's like one of our biggest videos that we put on IG. So the people like it.
I'm glad. I mean, hey, it's that consistency.
Yeah,
Shout out to be beaming.
Yeah, so this is gonna be an interesting thing we're gonna be doing, and we're gonna give the fans what they want. But guys, how y'all been? Been 2 weeks since we did an episode. How's your mentals? How you
Yeah, I mean,
vibrations?
I've been cool. Still tired. I'm just accepting that as my perpetual state of being. So I'm just gonna say I've been cool.
Cool.
But y'all?
I've been good. Nothing's changed here. Nothing's changed much.
Okay. About you, Shamar?
Hey, another day, another dollar, just chilling for real. Trying to survive.
Yeah. I'm just saying my little apartment, my loft apartment. I don't got much going on here. You know what I'm saying? We still locked down. We still just this crazy COVID thing is keeping us locked down. But nothing. I'm getting older though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, nigga, I'm just getting close to 30, so.
Sheesh.
So yeah, that's.
What about that?
Damn. Speaking of people getting older and our elders, we didn't address this. This is like this is a month old. This topic is a month old. Kirk Franklin and his son had an interesting conversation on the phone.
Oh yeah. I don't know why people. Well, I guess I do know why people gas it up so much, but it's just like talking to a grown man like that. So that's what it is.
I don't have I just with the whole Kirk Franklin and his son. I just feel like the only reason why y'all so upset about it is because he's a gospel singer.
Yeah. That's literally it. If that was literally like, I don't know, your next door neighbor, and you got a record on him talking to us, something like that, you probably wouldn't even care.
Yeah, cause like I don't know. Listen, my mom don't call me stupid fool. I'm used to that. I'm African, man. It's just like that's like a norm. Like so, I mean, is the curse words excessive? Like gonna stick your up his, is that a little excessive? Yeah, but they got their problems, so I don't, you know,
Yeah.
I don't get, the whole like. What are y'all thoughts on it? If
Should
any,
have whooped his ass.
Yeah, and that honestly, he's a grown, he set that whole situation up. He be like, see how my dad talks to me, but he gonna put it where his dad will talk to him like that. He's not gonna just. It's not just like he just called him and he just started yelling at him. No, it escalated. He made it escalate so he could record it and see, this is how he talks to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there has to be like a respect. Like that's your father. He makes a living off gospel. I don't know why he would leak that. Like I get the personal issues, and we don't know, but it's like for you to put that out there is like that's gonna live forever.
Yeah.
Like if you see the memes, if you saw the memes, like people went in, they went in and remixed Stomp.
And it worked too. I don't know whether that was also part of the editing right there, but it felt like it worked from everything I saw.
It did. I mean, but speaking of Christianity and
First of all, I admire Black Kings being very opinionated on the mic because that's what we need. We need more of that.
Yeah, we need to have those type of discussions.
Yeah, passionate, very passionate.
Those type of discussions, and that's why I really love the podcast room because we can really have the conversations that and really control the media now, that we couldn't really have years ago or stuff like that. And even the topic y'all was on, people don't want to talk about the Black community and really what's going on because we know how that stuff's set up. And I feel like our generation, for real, we know how to use social media for smoke screens and mirrors and stuff like that.
Yep.
The older generation don't really know. So when that whole thing would carry on, it was like your man said on the podcast, it was he ain't calling me, you weren't answering the phone. We know our parents talk to us like that all the time. Death threats, this is the third one this month. Come on now. When you gonna actually kill me? You gonna take me out the world? All right, when is it going? Come on now. We know how we are.
Yeah.
So it's we at that age now, and he was 37. He older than us. Carry on 37. So it's so yes, 37. So it's come on now. We getting adults even in our late 20s. We know how it is. Come on now. We know what we was doing back then. We had the age we could recognize all right, I did need a couple of ass whoopings back then. I did need to be choked and slammed out like that because as natural aggressors, Black people, you gotta handle us a little differently. You can't just say go to timeout. Nah. I'm timeout is sweet. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I had to do. I stole $50 out.
That's how you
shorty purse. I'm timeout. Oh,
that's how
it.
you raise a real wild nigga.
But
excuse my language.
Nah, but it's real because the thing is, I'm not gonna hold you all of that. Don't beat my children. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm going to beat my children because the thing is and it took me a while to understand why my father was so hard on me. It's because if he not gonna do it, the people out there gonna do it.
Yeah,
and when they do it out there, that's how you get like people get shot, people get life sentences. Like like life will put you like I don't want to learn from life. I'm glad I got life. Like my parents taught me life, and that's how it's taught.
Yeah.
So
oh man, why don't you want to learn from life, CJ?
No, I want to learn from life, but there's certain lessons that I don't want to learn from life. I don't want to know, hey, you shouldn't, I shouldn't talk to any nigga any type of way. Then I get shot. Damn, well, I'm glad life taught me that. I just got shot. I had to lose my life to learn it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain lessons that I just don't want.
Okay.
That I feel like I don't need life to teach me that lesson. You know what I'm saying?
And it's great that you say that about like knowing how to talk, because as we had our parents to pop us about the head and tell us, hey, you know not to talk, watch your mouth and watch what you say. You're not gonna walk up on random Joe and say whatever, because you will know that like you don't know me. My father knows me. He popped me. What do you think this dude gonna do to me?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I think what you're saying is spot on. I do think there should be discipline. I don't know about, because sometimes I do feel like as black men, and we go through so much trauma with how we were raised back in the day.
True.
And sometimes we put our own trauma on our kids. So there should be a line.
There should
be a line always. But I'm saying if you steal like $50, man, a timeout ain't gonna help. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you said that. Like, I should have been clear in that. And there does need to be a line drawn. Yes, it does. It's just like I just see the worst effects of not having it, and we do suffer from that, because it's like that's the only thing we respond to, and it's sad, but we kind of just, I don't know why we respond to that. Like, why does it take you to drop kick me to understand that lesson? If there's a medium somewhere, like let's talk about it and let's find it.
And that's why I think with the podcast, you saw all the four of us on there.
Yeah,
right? We all give different perspectives.
Yeah.
And at times it does get like, don't say that, but it's just like we have to say things that we know people can relate to. We want to be real.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with our podcast that we always try to do. I remember we had the thing on colorism. That was a huge thing, and that was
I wish we could have played that.
That's another one that was, because I was getting criticism how I talked about light-skinned males. But I was, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting a lot because I would always crack jokes. But I said, it's just jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not anything personal, but my friends ain't get that. Like, we had a whole live. We had a whole live addressing that. So I do think we need to have more conversations. This will help the black community, because like, okay, like if you light skinned, like we all black.
Yeah.
Oh man, can we just talk about how sensitive we are as a society? We are just so sensitive. Like, can we just understand people's words are just words, man? They're not bricks. I mean, they may feel like them if you really took the time to just sit here and be like, damn, like he's talking about me. No, he's just making a joke, and it wasn't that deep. But at the same time, I respect when people feel the courage to voice their opinions on what feels disrespectful and what's not tolerated, what's not allowed, because disrespect is a thing. We don't know how to always tell the distinction between jokes and blatant disrespect.
Yep.
But as someone who's always getting persecuted for her jokes on a daily basis, let me just say this. I think it's a lesson learned for myself to really just keep that shit to OG Comedy Club coming soon. Coming soon. And then keep the other shit to myself in my head.
Main comedian?
No, we got room for all these funny niggas here, because everyone is funny. Everyone's fickle in the DMV. So we got a platform for y'all. But what I want to ask y'all something that you stated earlier about, how black men have been going through trauma years and years. Do y'all feel as though that we could carry genetic traits, and it's something that kind of like is an obstacle for us? Do you think we carry genetic traits from our parents to this very day?
What type of traits? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Like-
know
like-
we take care of genetic traits. Like, I got the
Like
skin tone.
like
Yeah,
how you act, like
mannerisms.
yeah. Sorry, mannerisms. Let me be literate on this show for once and for all.
That's a tough one.
I feel like I finally put the pieces together yesterday. Like, damn, I act like my dad these days, then I act like my mom, and then niggas be so confused why I can't just be.
But for your question, you said genetic. Like, are you saying like, are
DNA
you born with that, or does that
Do you
just
feel-
is
yeah,
it
yeah.
learned?
You
Like,
feel
is that
like
your
you're
question?
born with it.
Okay.
I think it's both. I do think there's stuff we pass on, and sometimes we don't even realize it. With my parents, I can honestly say, there wasn't anything wild that they do, but just like the way my mom's passionate, sometimes like, it's like my mom right now, debating just like her, or like if my
Yeah.
dad's agitated. Like I remember how my dad had like, he could get agitated, and I'm just like, well, I see that in my little brother. Like, that's acts like so like these things, and then these things you see, but you don't see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I do think that's true, but I also think that some of those traits were actually learned.
From observation too.
Yeah. And also trauma as well. So I do think, I think as black people, we just need to have those conversations more, because I think that's something we don't do. And I think one thing about, especially men, we don't like to, we have this thing where we don't like to really say what we want to say.
Yeah.
We got this ego.
On which topics though? Like,
It just be with like emotions.
oh yeah.
So I feel like when we're more open about what bothers us and what like happens to us, stuff like if somebody's looking at you the wrong way, it won't happen, and then you just be like, yeah, I gotta do that to that. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that won't affect you. That's if you open out more. But if you keep that in, like me pumping you like this, you're gonna be like, what's up?
Yeah.
And it's gonna turn into, you know what I'm saying? So,
but that goes back to like what you said. Like, you wish people would say like, "Oh, how did I know that you know that's how you greet people?" Like, "Yo, what's up?" Like, that's how you greet people. Some people, but like, "Oh, what you mean? What's up?" Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't like. There's not enough people that are. There are more people that are insecure about that. That's why they don't say like, "Yo, like, why you just like, is that how you greet?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of me just responding to it the way that how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? People don't really look outside to like really see that, so it takes a more mature person for real to really get into that. What you were saying.
Do you feel like not y'all, like people in general? Do you feel like we could like overcome or outbattle the parent characteristics if we really like applied ourselves?
If you want to, you can.
Okay.
Yeah,
he gave me hope, y'all. He gave me faith.
If you specifically want to, you can.
Cause I want to be me, bruh. I want to be me. I don't want to be my mama or my dad. Like, I admire them, but I want to be me.
Why not be both though?
I don't want to be either. I want to be me.
No, but what if you is both of them? Which genetically you really are.
Which wouldn't be healthy for any man that I'm a date. So I want to be me.
If you were both of them?
Yes.
Like, not the negatives. Like, what if you took
I'm
both
talking
of your
about
parents?
everything.
What if you took both of your parents? Like, yo, I'm gonna take all the pros from mom. I'm gonna take all the pros from dad, and I'm gonna just leave all the negatives. Since now I'm old enough to know what the negatives are, leave the negatives, and I'm gonna take both of their positives and move forward.
Let's talk about why that will still be a problem. Because men sometimes feel very discouraged dating a woman who wants to do it all. Shit. I have come across men who just hate the fact that I want to take care of them so damn bad. Like I'm their mama. Like, and that's my problem. I'm acting like my mama so damn much. I'm trying to be my nigga's mama. And that's not even my job. Y'all not my responsibility. But it's just who I am, because I was raised by a loving woman. But then if you got traits from my dad, then he's like a leader, militant, rules. It's gotta go like this. Of course, that will cause problems, nigga. That has caused me nothing but problems. I'm trying to find the balance. I'm trying to find the inner me, for real.
I think the inner you is somewhere balanced between both of them.
Damn, that shit hurts.
Yeah. The middle ground's always, the perfect way. Because you can't, can't be perfect. Like, there's no perfect human. So it's like he said, just try to take the best thing from your mom and your dad. See your parents' flaws and try not to repeat it. But it's like you said about dating. It's like the person you're into, if they're not into that, what can you do?
Right. There we go. I needed to hear that too. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so my question is, I'm sorry. Let's get back into this because I
Yeah.
did get a little like just mentally. This is the things I think about when I'm like
we all
random
good.
alone.
Yeah, this is stuff we discuss on the podcast, so I like it.
Perfect. I need to join that jump too.
Shoot, we probably got
Yeah,
to
yeah, we do.
Hey, Chris.
We need to schedule something.
Chris, Shamar, got it.
Yo, so what's the future vision? What's next?
Yeah.
Like where y'all trying to go?
Oh man,
trajectory wise.
advertisers, if y'all watching, please. Out of the Berg. Oh yeah, but we're trying to get advertisers. We're trying to just trying to grow. I think from a creative standpoint, we want people to really hear us because when people hear us, they react.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing we know, but I think that's the hardest part about creating a platform is putting it out and support. So I'm just for trying to grow it more and just try to get to people's ears. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So in what ways like growing? Like, right now y'all got the 4 split screen.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
like where you see it going?
I feel like we're probably gonna be doing this for the foreseeable future on Zoom. So I think from a production standpoint, Chris, the audio it'll always get better. Like I said, just creatively, I'll just try to add more stuff onto the show, add more segments, make it more fun, because that's what I want people to hear. When they hear it, it's like, oh, I had work for 8 hours. I have 2 hours just to watch these guys talk and bring something out of me and just make me feel better. So I just feel like if we continuously do what we're our roles to our best abilities, it'll help us get to where we want to be.
Okay. So Peter, this is my favorite question. What do you feel like your purpose is?
That is a great one. I think personally or just for the podcast? Personally, my purpose, like the thing about a purpose, because I saw the question. It's like your purpose is through experience. So the things I've experienced throughout life, I've been around the room with people where the people will be like, when you're a kid, you act out and you act stupid, and there was a certain reputation. And when I was a really little kid, there was like he was this kid that he brings good energy in the room and he's positive and and I think as I've grown, I just feel like my purpose is just to bring people together, make people happy, make people feel good about themselves, just help people. That's what I like to always do, is to help people.
Yeah.
So I think that's just my purpose in life. And I've been hurt through that, helping people. Sometimes when you hurt people, they take advantage, but I feel like if I'm true to myself and I just continue doing the positive things that I do, it'll help.
No, that's really a key one. Like, really be careful, like, who you help, especially with people like us, because I'm like that too. Like, yo, want to help everybody, but it's like some people you can't helping them won't help them, if that makes sense. I don't know if y'all caught that.
That makes sense. Perfect
like,
sense.
Helping them won't really help them. Like, you gotta watch out for those people, especially us, because we don't know. We just like, oh, this person needs help, but you don't like. We gotta really dig a little deeper into their situation. Like, all right, dang, I wish I could help you, but me helping you isn't really gonna help you.
Yeah.
Hope that don't go over y'all heads, but
and what I learned is also, even if you can't do everything, it doesn't hurt. It won't hurt, but it's also, it applies to do a little bit of help. Whatever you can do, it does wonders for people. So I also like when you said stay true to yourself, because that's the hardest thing a person can do while going through ups and really low downs.
Yeah.
So that's important. Stay true to yourself. It's very huge, very huge. Can you also tell the audience where to follow y'all, where to find y'all?
So we have our YouTube page, Out of the Berg. It's on YouTube. Out of the Berg on IG. Out of the Berg Pod on Twitter. Those are the platforms we're on.
When can they catch y'all going live?
Usually it's on YouTube. Yeah,
Okay.
we're live on YouTube. Yep.
Okay. When do y'all post my fault then?
Usually Mondays. It comes out like at midnight on Mondays,
Oh,
and
that's
the
nice.
video comes out at 3:15.
Cool. Y'all heard that? Monday midnight, 3:15.
Would you ever be interested in doing comedy with your jokes?
Nah, I think my jokes may
Ah.
offend certain people. Like not just I do it at certain people. It's like my jokes I tend to stretch. So, nah.
This sounds great. I want to hear all of it, dude.
Nah. I'm not really. I'm more of an in the moment funny dude. I'm not like a.
I get that part.
Stand up, you know. My friends know I'm more in the moment.
Yeah.
I get that. I do get that. I understand that. And we will possibly do something this week, hopefully.
Yeah.
We want to plan something with y'all. If y'all
Yeah.
tuned in, I know they're tuned in. The gang's all they tuned in.
Yeah. Everybody's tuned in. Chris, Shamar,
Let's plan something.
Avery. We got to do this.
We got
How's
come
that?
on, bro. We
Yeah.
gotta talk. We gotta talk our stuff.
Yep.
Really do.
Love to have y'all on.
Well, it's been another great episode. CJ, you got any last remarks, man?
It's been real.
Yeah.
We hope to keep making it better and better for everybody by the season. You know, stay tuned for OG Comedy Club, and
Yes.
just stay tuned for next week's show too. It's gonna be great. Until then, this is your girl Mishon Lorraine.
CJ.
Peter from the OUTOFTHEBURG podcast.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. Be sure to follow him. One more time, man.
At Kofi Peter is my personal. OUTOFTHEBURG for IG and OUTOFTHEBURG Pod for Twitter.
Alrighty.
Got you.
And you're watching OG Radio Show right here on Plugged In Radio Network, the radio station for our generation. Till next time.
Such a hottie, yo. She's looking over here, but she won't get it out of yo. Shake it off, that's how you play it off. Shake it off, that's how you play it off. Not now, no you can't take it off. But play it off, she won't know what that thing. The sun sick of trifling, so sick of how you sniffling. Plus the chains like the niggas like wicking them. We had picking them, strictly all dimensions, and not to mention, and the Benjamins is thickening. And now it's like an odyssey when she say it hi to me. She eat the dick, then she cry when she gotta leave.
Bye, you gotta go now. Yeah, my girl just put up outside.
She loves her stroke. Keep on her heels and her coat. Man, she says she loves my moves and the way I do what I do. She got that. Gotta make sure I don't get attached. That. But it keeps on bringing me back. That. Girl, ain't gotta know I hit you last night. I was all over your body, yo. And it's such a hottie, she's looking over here, but she won't get it out, yo. Shake it off, that's how you play it off. Shake it off, that's how you play it off. Not now, no you can't take it off. But play it off, she won't know that thing. She got angel eyes with the baby face.
But she's a freak though.
I want my mama and daddy to meet her, maybe have my baby.
Man, but she's a freak though.
They keep talking about you because they can't keep up with your face. You're my,
Yo, I say,
you're my,
what?
super freak.
My mama taught me everything fine ain't the finest, and everything that shine ain't a diamond. They say the change come with time, and I'm finding that most bitches take your kindness for blindness. Yeah, it feel good laying here beside you, digging deep all nine up beside you. But we can kick it out in public, gotta hide you, cause all my partners in the hood done tried you. It's true that you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Well listen, shout it, maybe I don't want a housewife. They say that you a freak, I'm thinking that they bout right, because that pussy's so good and your mouth tight. A pretty face, slim waist, and a stout nice. Juicy ass that them niggas in the South like. She super sexy, got a nigga thinking about a wife, wearing all white, being with her for life.
She's a freak though. She got angel eyes